At the top of Europe, with its northernmost regions in the Arctic, lies Norway, like a finger pointing at the continent. And if you turn the country on its head, it would reach almost as far as Rome. Long and thin, with fjords and mountains, and the Arctic islands of Svalbard inside the polar ice. Norway has been populated since the last ice age, for more than 10,000 years. Farmers and fishermen exploited limited natural resources, a hard life that demanded long hours and frugal living if they were to survive. Today, Norway is a modern nation. The capital, Oslo, is home to 450,000 of the country's 4 million population. But thousands of others live and work in rural areas and small country towns, or on the coast, or in towns and villages along the many fjords. Most Norwegians live in their own houses, built with Norwegian timber and situated in stunning countryside, creating a pleasing environment for both adults and children. From time immemorial, Norwegians have created their living from the gifts of nature, and for thousands of years, fishing has been their most important industry. And with one of the world's most modern fishing fleets, Norway is also one of its most prolific fishing nations. Salmon farming is another vital industry, both for exports and for those living along the coast. And the many fjords and the clean Arctic water provide an ideal starting point for producing salmon of the highest quality. So too with oil, which Norway has produced since the 1970s. The extraction of oil and gas from the North Sea, one of the most exposed regions in the world, is a success story of enormous importance for jobs and the economy in a small country such as Norway. Wild and beautiful, the Gulf Stream has bestowed on Norway a climate that can be as warm as in Central Europe. The mountains of Norway make efficient communications essential. A series of airports knits the country together, with millions of passengers flying each year. Links abroad are also excellent, with Paris, Frankfurt and London only a couple of hours away. The road network is maintained to the highest standards, around fjords and mountains, across islands and sounds, winding from the highest peaks to the outermost islands. In the most densely populated areas, large bridges and tunnels connect island communities to the mainland. Kristiansund, with 20,000 inhabitants, is a prime example. And ferries transport passengers and freight across most of the fjords. Hydrofoils ferry passengers from one town to another. The railways, too, can be a great experience, no matter whether you're travelling down Romsdal to Åndalsnes or on the Flåm railway, which winds its way down the mountainsides from Finse on the Bergen route to Flåm on Sognefjord. The journey is purely a tourist attraction, riding through a magnificent landscape of mountains, valleys, waterfalls and whitewater rapids. So let us make our own journey through Norway's Vestlandet, the Westland. From the coast, hundreds of fjords slice as much as 100 miles inland, creating a coastline longer than the equator itself. Cruise ships from America and Europe sail up and down the fjords all summer, bringing thousands of visitors to such spectacular communities as Geiranger. And along the steep sides of the fjords, perched high up on the narrow shelves and plateaus, some modest farmers and fishermen once built their homes. They're deserted now, but they serve.